Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of our UX TV, and today we will talk about the second phase within the UX workflow, and that phase is the prototyping phase. In this phase it is all about generating multiple ideas and getting instant feedback from the users on these ideas. Before you start with that phase, the analysis and the results from the analysis phase need to be considered again for creating the first solutions. So they are the foundation for everything that you do during the prototyping phase. Generally spoken, the most important element for the prototyping phase is the concept. So it is not about the visual design, for example, but it's all about generating ideas on how you can solve the problem that you have discovered throughout the analysis phase. You make tiny small steps throughout the prototyping phase. So you create some ideas, you get feedback from the users. You make adjustments to the ideas and you get feedback again. And you do that loop as often as it is required. Because that way you will generate a really awesome concept that is then the foundation for every other phase within the UX workflow. When we think about the different prototypes that you might have during the prototyping phase, they all have different fidelities. At the very beginning, you start with a very low fidelity, so it can be some rough sketches on a piece of paper. Then you move on to some mid-fidelity prototypes, which can be something like a wireframing that you created digitally. And then you can also make these wireframes clickable. And these clickable wireframes can then be used by the users and they get a good idea on what the concept of your solution will be like. And then if you move on to the next phase, the third phase, which is the design phase, you can also create some high fidelity prototypes that are then clickable screen designs. But that, generally spoken, is not an element of the prototyping phase anymore. It is more part of the design phase. So in the end, the second phase of the UX workflow is about the concept. The prototyping phase is not about the visual design, for example. It has almost nothing to do with it. It is basically only about the concept. And therefore you generate multiple prototypes that will be evaluated with the users. And that's everything you need to know about the second phase of the UX workflow. And therefore, that's it already again with today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked that video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn the notifications bell on, and also hit the like button. And we will see each other again very soon. Also, make sure that you check out our UX Wiki, where you can find additional information on prototyping and other elements of the UX workflow, and a lot more.